field they saw in all of New York State. Beautiful plants. You see those plants?
Oh, yeah.
That field is right over here.
Like a little tree.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
So cute.
yeah. It was a very successful harvest that year. And then we have the lab. I gotta just find some pictures of the lab to show you. Oh yeah, here's what that wall looks like.
Oh, the water.
For the water when it's all up. It's obviously the whole length of it, and that's watering it.
Keeping it cool.
Yeah, keeping it cool. Here's some of the plants in here. We have security cameras in here. All throughout.
How many people you need? How many people work?
25 probably.
25 people.
In harvest.
When you're
First, when you're doing germination, 25, and then in harvest, 25 to 30.
So it starts here when you first do this and move to the field. Then it's a little slow. You don't need as many. Then in the autumn, you need about 25, 30 people to pick them.
Okay. Let me see.
季节工，它可以。
So how many people to maintain like during the time? Like
7 to 8.
7 to 8.
You know, usually there's a main farmer or two.
Yeah, the kind of the boss.
The boss.
And then you bring people on when you need.
Yep.
When you don't need, you don't have.
That's right.
That's business. That's just.
So are we allowed to make our own seed in this facility? Is a license covered with that?
To make your own.
Like
You
make
can-
your
you
own
can.
Seed, not
Oh,
to
yeah.
buy, so you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
need to buy outside.
He says yes.
You can, in fact, but you need somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Cornell is doing it right now. Do you know Cornell University?
Cornell.
Oh,
Cornell.
Cornell.
I know.
Yeah, they're doing it right now, and they're working on creating their own seed.
Yeah.
So that it grows better in New York. You know, a lot of the seed is from out in California, Oregon, Colorado, and they're trying to create strains that will grow better in New York right now. So here's what it like when they're planted. You know, this is about ready to take them out into the field. That's about how big they are.
康奈尔农学是在全世界可以说是第一位的，很多新的技术都是他们研发出来的。
那个应该用不上吧？那个种子太贵了。
他说的这个公司要研发的这个种是娱乐化还
I
是干
can
嘛？
find some of the lab.
应该是往娱乐化。
现在大麻合法化应该是两个都有做吧。
他说那个一个种子一颗是雌种的话是9分钱到1块钱，看质量的。然后买回来的话基本上都是雌的，就不用去分了，就很好。
雄种呢？
Let me
雄
see
雌
if
都
I
有什么区别？
search.
不是雄雌是雄，就是种大麻是绝对要防止雄株的。就一个雄株它可以播种，比如说这边有一颗雄株的话，这个整个工厂的雌株全毁掉了。它只要受用，你这个东西就不能抽了，就只能抽雌的。
对，它不能够不像那种什么团粉啊，不像
Look at guys. This is the.
This is the lab.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep.
So this machine, that's let me see. Yeah,
哎，他种的这个为什么赚钱那么少？
是啊，我就想这个
一会儿问
大应该是
不是他就是说，不是他就只种一季啊，只种一场，人家他说万种。
对，那个大灯的人一年生4
here
到
is
6
the main
场。
equipment in the lab.
哦，
Amazing.
It's called a Vitalis CO2 supercritical extractor. This machine is
I have no way to fix it.
the machine is $850,000.
So is that for extract the oil from
Yeah.
the
Yeah, it takes the oil out.
So
Yeah, that's what it does. So it has these 2 chambers, and you fill those chambers with the the powder,
Yeah.
filled right through. It's like doing a cannon. You know, you really pack it all in, and it takes it up to 3,000 pounds of pressure, and like 500 to 600 degrees. And then it takes it down to minus 200 degrees. all in the same process. And during that, the oil comes out.
And the oil.
How do you sell it?
Better hire somebody who knows what
machine?
they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
It's dangerous, yeah. This section. I
The
heard that.
CBD, it's CBD, I'm saying it wrong, CBD oil?
Yes.
CBD oil.
CBD oil. How do you sell it?
How do you sell
Here's
it? He doesn't-
CBD
He
oil.
doesn't sell it, he says, you sell it to
No, no,
who?
no. We have our own line too.
Oh, you do? Oh, he does sell it, yes, sorry.
So we got a dispensary license.
You have a dispensary license?
Do we have a dispensary license? No, because you don't need one.
Oh,
For CBD, for hemp product, you don't need a dispensary license.
But for
You
marijuana?
only need that for medical marijuana.
for the
So this
The
product
smokable marijuana.
for the smokable marijuana, yeah, and that,
But this this hemp, no.
right. So there's those are the tinctures that we sell, which we sell them locally all over this region. And we have a pain lotion that's amazing.
This is his, he sells in his name.
so who we gonna sell those marijuana to? Like if we don't.
Well, the hemp or you can sell it online.
You have two things going on, right? So you have hemp, which creates CBD oil, or smokable hemp. Either of those you can sell to anybody realistically, as long as it's less than 0.3% THC. So that's what hemp is by definition. It's less than 0.3% THC. However, recreational is coming in New York very soon.
In May, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say April or May. Now
or May. Then
it's
all the
gonna
laws are
it's
gone.
gonna change. It's gonna change the whole game.
That's why this is such a good time.
That's why this greenhouse is incredible.
Yeah. You're in a good time because he's built the business, and now the law is going to change.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So you got two things happening. One is, I can't emphasize enough, this is probably one of the nicest greenhouses I've ever seen in my life. And it's everything is here and working.
Yeah.
He's got an established business. And in April or May, the governor's saying anybody can buy anyway. You could open up here on the road, like you sell pumpkins, or sell tomatoes. You can just sell what you want.
Yeah.
But that is for hemp, right?
That's for hemp, but
Smokable in May too.
but I mean, you're talking about having a full recreational law. So, like Massachusetts and California and Colorado.
But
It's-
after even though it's legal, but we still need to like apply for a
Yes, you do.
license to
There's going to be five licenses.
yeah.
One of them is a grower. One of them is a distributor. One of them is a processor, and one of them is a retail dispensary. Okay?
Yeah.
So you have to apply for each depending on which you're going to end up doing.
Yep. Got it.
And I think a dispensary cannot own two of the other licenses, like the grower or something. I did look at the law a while ago, but
He's saying that you got to be careful though, because the government might not let you have all of them.
yes.
They might say, "Oh, you have those two, you can't have that one."
That's right.
If you have these two, you can't have that one.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
gonna have
Same
to do
thing in
research.
California. It's the same law.
Yeah. They don't want the whole supply chain controlled by one entity. That's why.
So the machine, like you just show us, for the extracting oil, is the machine here?
Is that here? It's up in Hoosick Falls.
No, that's where they take it to sell.
So,
That's
so,
a separate processing
So
plant.
we grind it here and we transport